Hello folks, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am doing one video about fragrances for the fall season, and there's going to be like 10 romantic fall fragrances that I would recommend. Like lovey-dovey kind of fragrances. These Some of these are actually good for also winter, since fall is starting soon, but not in my region like just yet because it's extremely high heat and humidity right now, and it's raining once in a while. Not the ideal season, but it's about that autumn season, right? So we see maybe in a month time a little bit change of weather, cool breeze starts to fall, like flow and all that. I'm pretty sure in your area, if it's in States or Canada, some part of it, you already started seeing some cool weather. So these are 10 fragrances I would say that you can try, and let's see what happens. So let's go. I have one honorable mention from House of Polo. This house actually is a very like almost, it's like you sometimes like feel they had so much potential like to make their fragrances great because the prices are right now on the higher side, but they fall short somewhere in performance. This is the only complaint people have, because the fragrances, most of them smell good. So the one that I'm showing you, I really like this fragrance. I bought it because obviously I love it, but this one sometimes could be a little bit average performer. That's the only reason it didn't make the list, but I absolutely love the way this smells. So this is basically Ralph Lauren Polo Red Parfum. Okay, very beautiful bottles. These are really amazing looking bottles. I really like them. These new bottles, they look like very like nice, like, see, if you see it from far, it looks nice. So this fragrance, like just like Polo Blue Parfum, this one, they make some perfume version to make it more refined, which is why I like it. This one still featured, I would say, if you want the sheer smell of Polo Blue Red, those red berries, like cranberries, kind of like a sweet sour, more sweet than sour kind of fragrance. This is the one, and it has maybe a little bit of a base like gourmand touch. This one, it's going to wear like, I would suggest this if you are staying indoors, like cuddling time, or like intimate, time spending. This is a very beautiful fragrance, and I think this smells really, really good. Just the performance kind of lackluster. Okay, but anyway, for the price, I wish they had put more in there. But I do have another Polo fragrance, not Polo, Ralph Lauren, in the list. That one is better than this. So let's go. So let's start with some affordable ones. First fragrance, I'm going to show you one underrated gem from my old journey, 2016, when I started 15-16. That time, this was a very popular perfume. This is Perry Ellis M. You can see that Perry Ellis Red is there. So Perry Ellis has quite a few fragrances, but these are the two most hyped ones in the community. This one, the bottle actually is not very pretty. These bottles look very cheap, and they, you can tell these are from budget houses, but the juice inside, I have been wearing this for a very long time. This is my old bottle, and I think this fragrance is the one of the most, like, how to say, underrated, as well as a heavy, great performer fragrance for fall. I'm just gonna go one spray just to remind myself. I'm going to take my time, since I'm doing not more than one review. I'm going to do one morning thoughts, but just want to take my time. I don't want to speak so fast, because when I watch my videos, sometimes I swallow my words, so I cannot even understand what I said. Yeah, so this thing is a lovely fragrance, not for everybody. This is very warm, spicy. I think there's a star anise in there. There is definitely like some herbal spices, and then the performance is so great. So this fragrance, I think maybe got cinnamon as well. I don't remember all the notes, but the fragrance is, some people say, a spicier take on Chanel Allure, like the original Allure, which I have. I have it somewhere there, and that one is almost finished. Very refined. That one is much more easier to wear than this, but that one is a bit more complex and bit of higher ingredients. Obviously, Chanel, but what you get in this, you do not get the Chanel Allure comparison right away. When you spray it, it's like on its own. It's a great fragrance on its own. It's a different fragrance, but as you let the time, let the fragrance sit on your skin for a while, this thing starts smelling a lot like Chanel Allure on the dry down, minus maybe the peach and all those things. Okay, so this is not as fresh as the Chanel Allure. See what I mean? So I think this is a great fragrance if you want to wear. At first, I did not love it as much. Coach Rob 619, he said this smells like M stands for mm. So this is a must-try fragrance, I would say. You can give it a try. Affordable, great fragrance. I don't know if it's still in production. So number 2, or number 9 rather, I'm going to go with a popular fragrance. This one is good for also winter. This is Rasasi's Daarej. This one people know as alternative to Valentino V, okay, which is now rare and very expensive. So this thing, I do not know Valentino V. I do not know how that smells. I don't own it, but this fragrance really served me well. And I'm talking about fragrances which actually are like I used and I like, not just the hype beasts. Okay, this one I think features lavender, maybe some spices. Again, it's like smells like spicy. It's almost to the point of like if you know Pure Tonka by Thierry Mugler, if you know that style of perfume, sweetness overload, has some spices, maybe ginger, whatever. I forgot the notes. Maybe there's lavender, whatever in there. This smells like a beast. You know, in winter it lasts as much as Shura almost, and it's a beautiful perfume for romantic nights out. Even though the bottle looks a little bit cheesy, I don't really like the bottle design that much, but the juice color is very beautiful. Okay, Rasasi is Daarej Purom. Then number 8, I'm going to go with a fragrance. This, if you see this list, you'll understand why these are here, and these are not some of the more hyped ones. Next one is Lalique Equus. Okay, this is the EDT version, I think, and this is a small bottle. I don't know if there's 125 ml version. I think this is 75 ml. I do have this one, and I have Lalique's Lion. Okay, that one is more on Creed's. Was that fragrance? Dan Norton loves. It's like a board or something. I forgot the name, but this thing, if you like Spice Bomb by Victor and Rolf, it is a nicer take on Spice Bomb. It's a more citrusy, wearable. It's not as pink peppery, but it definitely has the vibes of Spice Bomb, and I like them equally. And this bottle is actually a really work of art. I don't know if these bottles are still around this style, but this is a fragrance I would say is a little bit warm, a little bit sweet, a little bit citrusy. It warms you up, and it does have good longevity as well. Lalique Equus. Definitely give it a try. Check out review on all these perfumes from any reviewer that you like. Next one is going to number 7, and I forgot the name. Always I forget the name. I think it's Intense version. I'll write down the name. Don't worry. So even I forget like the name of this perfume sometimes. Let me see. I opened it for a while. It's a Rochas fragrance, but because I have few Rochas. Let me see. I'm sorry. Rochas Man, and I think this is called Rochas Man Intense. Yeah, I did a review on this one. So let me show you the bottle. This bottle is actually like some people make fun of it. Like I think of it as a shark tooth or a lava lamp kind of a bottle. Some people say something else. Okay, I don't want to say that. So this the intense version. It's not as intense as you like it to be. Like Rochas Man original one is nice perfume, kind of like a coffee cappuccino, sort of a sweet lavender kind of a fragrance. Very nice sweet perfume, but not how to say like a very beast or loud perfume. Very nice. I would say louder version of that would be something like this one, my favorite, one of my signature scents, Salvatore Ferragamo Vomo. If you like that, you can try it for winter, but this one for fall is perfect. The intense one is a little bit more refined. The smell wise, it's like 9700. This is the 3% difference between this and the original Rochas Man. And I think why not get an intense version if you finished your older bottle. Juice color is fantastic. Bottle looks nice. It's a very lovely perfume. And I actually prefer the sweet trend for fall. So Rochas Man Intense. So next one, number 6, is one of the fragrances doesn't get much talk or love. This is kind of like not the best from this line. I understand. I would say if I say something pick from 1 million line, perhaps it's gonna be Lucky, like 1 million Lucky or 1 million Privé, perfect fall scent. But you can give it a try to this one, 1 million Royal. This is a very beautiful bottle as well. There's a new Oud something, the green one, the Middle Eastern exclusive. I haven't had that, but this is a nice perfume. Just typical 1 million bottle, but this is sweetness, but also adds a little bit of perhaps violet leaves, a little bit like lights the mood a little bit up. Not as sweet or as like loud or obnoxious. This is more of a fresher, milder, sweet take on 1 million, and has decent longevity as well. Not a beast, but I get really nice sillage for 1.5 hours. So this thing is more wearable. 1 million for dating scenario. Even younger folks can try it. 1 million Royal. I would say great fragrance. Okay, so top 5. Here goes number 5. Is actually I love this fragrance a lot. This is that Ralph Lauren I was talking about. This is Ralph's Club Parfum. Okay, I think it's Parfum. Okay, so this one has very beautiful bottle. It features like this whiskey flask and stuff, and these are more expensive than even Ralph Lauren polo fragrances. I bought this like when I first time bought it. It was under 100 something dollars, maybe around that, maybe or less, but it's not cheap. So this fragrance I really thought about it. I mean, should I get it? Should I not get it? Because I heard mixed reviews that this doesn't last, and this one is not the strongest. But then again, nowadays I don't buy perfumes based on longevity or performance. I buy them based on the way they smell or the composition. This is a very nice familiar scent. It has maybe featured lavender, clary sage, a little bit of a blue feel. So you take a modern barbershop, mix it with kind of fresh blue take on fragrances. This is what this smells like. And it has decent longevity, just the sillage and projection is on the softer side, but you can get decent in fall time. 6 hours at least you can get from Ralph's Club Parfum. Definitely check it out. It's a one underrated fragrance. Maybe you try it and you see if you like it. I think that one also features apple. Okay, maybe, I'm not sure. So number 4, I'm going to show one of my recent favorite fragrances from Ahmed Al Maghribi, which is called Laathani. Okay, this is very majestic bottle. This is the more of their expensive line. Ahmed Al Maghribi has some budget ones, and they do have some expensive ones like this one. Bin Shaikh, I think there's another one, and also was the other one. I bought the Ignite Oud, and I am going to order one called, I don't know what is called. Forgot the name. That one is Amiri. Yeah, Amiri is just same name as the Arabian Oud. That one I hope is also nice. But this thing, it is a pure joy to wear because it's very long lasting, very beautiful bottle. It features 3 stages: blackberries, like a lot of like a rich dark berries, sweetness, and then second stage is oud, very polished, wearable oud, not like the Middle Eastern kind of like a Barnier sort of wood. And the last stage is leather. Every single stage is so polished. It is a very high class perfume. I would say you can wear this all year round. Even in summers you can wear it, but it's preserve it for special days. Okay, Laathani is amazing. The price point of this, the presentation that you see, my full review, this is a very potent fragrance, and I think this one it loves my skin. It pops really well on my skin. So you gotta take a sample and see if it works. Okay. So number 3, bringing me after some time, is this fragrance from Mancera, a niche house. This is called Tonka Cola. This is a fun fragrance. Okay. If you like fragrances like, I think back in the days, this trend started with the cola fragrances. I forgot the fragrance name, but I got this another one which also features the cola vibe, which is Rochas Enigma Parfum Purum. You can get the EDP or the Parfum version as well, but I think it was the fragrance there. I forget the house names once in a while, but anyway. So there's another one I have, Hugo Dark Blue. That one also has a cola vibe, but this thing right here is the more playful one. And those who ask me if it's worthy getting that, man, what's the fragrance that you guys know, the official cola fragrance from back in the time is discounted, hard to find. That and this, see if I can find the fragrance name. Hold on. It took me 5 minutes to remember the brand name because this brand I don't usually review that much, but the fragrance is called Escada Magnetism. I reviewed that long time back, and that one had a little bit of a cola vibe. It was a fantastic fragrance. Let me show you how that bottle looks. I borrowed it from one of my friends. So that fragrance is known to be the very first sort of in the community, Escada Magnetism, as the first cola fragrance. Perhaps, where did I do? Yeah. Hey there, guys. Good morning. Oh, there is my voice. Sorry. So yeah, it's got a magnetism. So this fragrance was hugely hyped. So that one is very hard to find. The amount of money that you have to spend, I don't recommend that. So beast mode wise, this is a sweet cola fragrance, very nice. And I think this is playful, also can be used for clubbing. But I think if you wear it, it's a kind of like a playful date. Okay, so Tonka Cola by Mancera, very beast mode. Number 2 and number 1, 2 of my favorite designer perfumes of all time. This is Le Male Le Parfum, I think Le Parfum. Okay, so I prefer this over Le Male Elixir. Le Male Elixir is sweeter, more honey and all that. This thing is more masculine. It is sweet, but it balances nicely with the spices. It's not overly spicy, but this is one fragrance. It has all the notes in a fragrance, modern day fragrance. Okay, if you talk about iris, if you talk about lavender, if you talk about, I think, leather, cardamom, all the things in there. And this is so long lasting. I'm gonna buy another backup 200 ml of it before this gets reformulated. This is a signature scent worthy fragrance. Okay, so this is called Le Male Le Parfum. Number 1 today, I just ordered a backup bottle which is arriving today, and I think this is a fragrance worth keeping 5 backup bottles. That good. Usually I do not recommend blind buying, but I blind bought this and I absolutely fell like in love with this. This is Brioni EDP Intense for men. So this brand is not very well known in our region, but when I reviewed this, many people got interested, and the seller who got me this, he got like at least 50-60 orders. And this fragrance has magnetic cap, amazing sound of it. Like, listen, I love that satisfying sound, and also has detailing all over. Very, very well done bottle and very beautiful fragrance. This thing is a niche version of what I say is Layton. It's a hybrid of Layton Hugo Boss bottle with his own touch. The apple in this is beautiful, the spices in this is beautiful, the darkness, sweetness. It does not do anything extra unnecessary. This is a fragrance, is a masterclass, masterpiece, and I think every man should try this fragrance once. You will find your signature scent. I'm pretty sure if you are looking for this kind of fragrance at a budget under $100. It's about $80 now in our area. So yeah, Brioni EDP Intense. So this fragrance, I think, is the best among this lot today. I love that over the rest of them. Okay, so you can see. So these are the 10 for fall. So hopefully you try them and see if it works for you. I showed you different budget as well. The last three mid ones, mid budget and high budget as well. So have a nice day. Enjoy the season, and stay safe. See you soon. Bye bye.